Ms. Williams? Doing well. I'm John Curtley. I'm the Pharmacy Board Director, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about who you're talking to this afternoon and a couple things about our procedure. On this side of the table, we are all staff members here at the Board of Pharmacy offices. Myself, Dr. Brenda McCready is our Assistant Director. Ms. Ashley Bales is our Legal Counsel here in the Board offices. On the other side of the table, we have three Pharmacy Board members that are pharmacists, Dr. Clint Boone, Dr. Brian Jolly, and Dr. Lenore Newsom. Dr. Newsom is our chair of this informal conference. We're here today. You had submitted an application to be a pharmacy technician in the state of Arkansas. And you told us that nothing would come back on your application, but a couple things popped up the board members are going to need to talk to you about. In this process, I'll turn it over to Ms. Bales to give a brief overview of your application, and then the board members will discuss that with you. At some point, the board members are going to come up with what they would like to do with your application. They could make a motion to approve it, to deny it, to table it for some period of time, or make some other opinion that we just don't know what they might come up with until they do. Whatever happens, you could either agree with or disagree with. If you agree, we go forth with whatever action they've actually suggested for us. If you disagree, it's your chance to kind of make one of two decisions. One would be to say, well, never mind, I'm not going to be in pharmacy. The other would be to request a formal hearing before the full board at a later date. Formal hearing is all 8 members of the Board of Pharmacy, and then we'd have a court reporter and a hearing officer, and we'd swear everyone in. And it's just a more formal procedure, much like if you have to go to court. Okay. So I asked, do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Have any questions about how this process works?
No, well, you explained it. So.
Okay. If at any point during this, if you have a question for us, by all means, please ask it. We realize that you don't sit in that chair all the time, and we end up sitting in these a whole lot and have done this a bunch. Okay. Ms. Bales?
Brought Ms. Williams in for consideration of the committee. She did not disclose on her application that she has been arrested before, but some things did come back on her background check. First one on November 18th, 2003, she was charged with failure to appear. There's not any disposition on that in the criminal background. She didn't provide any paperwork with regard to that charge. On July 7th, 2004, she was charged with theft of property, which was dismissed after reviewing video evidence. And on November 30th, 2016, she was charged with theft by receiving and fraudulent use of a credit card. She did not end up getting prosecuted, according to her statement. And then on December 1st, 2017, charged with domestic battery in the 3rd degree. Again, she was not prosecuted, but we brought her in for consideration for her failure to disclose these arrests.
Right. Let's start from the beginning. What happened in November of 2003? So I don't even remember or recall that at all. All right. What about July of 2004? Okay, so yeah, that was something that happened while I was with some friends in the mall, and I was around people that I shouldn't have been around, and so yeah. So I just got caught up in some stuff from being basically around someone that I wasn't supposed to be around. November of 2016. So that was due to a person using my name as far as a cell phone that was put in my name. That person, basically I had 3 different cell phones, and I had gave one of them to that person, and they paid the bill with someone's credit card. Their portion of the bill was someone's credit card. Okay, in December of 17. So that was something that happened with my children's father. He actually attacked me, and but he was the one who called the police. And so he actually told the police that I was the one that attacked him, and they ended up finding out that that was false. Why do you want to be a pharmacy technician? So I ended up being contacted by an agency. They said that they were going to pay for me to go to school. It was with AECC, and that they would pay for me to do like medical assisting or pharmacy technician or something like that. And so, I chose pharmacy technician. And so, that's what I ended up doing a 10-week class with and graduated from the class.
And what type of work are you currently doing?
Right now, I'm doing remote work. It's with something called Alorca, but it's kind of with like CVS. So I'm like doing work with insurance and stuff like that. But it's remote from home.
What exactly do you do with them?
So, basically, I get, inbound calls. When someone's prescription gets rejected, they'll call and see why it's been rejected. I'll help them get like prior authorization and stuff like that, or just tell them why their prescription was, rejected and give them reasons and then options, how they can get it cleared.
Do you access the pharmacy system to see the prescriptions and know what they're doing, or how do you have their pharmacy information?
So, basically, it gives us prescription history. And so we can see like the prescription history and, like what prescriptions they have. And then, if it's rejected, or I can tell them, like their insurance information as far as BN number, PCN number, and things like that.
Do you ever resubmit those claims, or do you?
No, I do like test claims. I can tell them how much a copay will be or something like that, but no, I don't resubmit them or
You
anything.
do all that at home remotely?
Yeah.
For what pharmacy?
It's, called Alorca. It's a company called Alorca, but they work with like CVS, and different other companies like Aetna, things like that.
Is it a pharmacy or is it an insurance company?
I believe it's more of like an insurance company, I believe.
You have to have a technician permit to do that?
No, I don't think so.
How do you spell Alorca?
It's Alorica, Alorca.
Are you wanting to work in a pharmacy or?
I did work at Walgreens pharmacy for a while, and they were, doing like the certified stuff with me, but I ended up moving, so I moved to Texas. I was doing that in like May of, this year, and then I ended up moving to Texas. That's where I live at now. But I did work at Walgreens for a while.
Or do you live in Texas now, or are you back in Arkansas?
I'm in between states.
What type of work are you doing in Texas?
What was that?
What kind of work are you doing in Texas?
What kind of work am I doing? So it's the remote job. That's
It is
the-
a remote job.
Yeah, it's work from home.
I'd make a motion to approve license for Ms. Williams.
I'll second.
Motion by Dr. Boone, and second by Dr. Job. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor of the motion? Say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Got a unanimous vote.
to get your license.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Renee.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be careful traveling.